Well, law enforcement officers often find themselves in situations involving people who are dealing with mental health crises, but too often they're not trained to deal with those situations.
Recently, LifeCorps Health Group partnered with local law enforcement to offer their first ever crisis intervention team training program in Northeast Mississippi. As our Stephen Pimpo finds, the course helps equip officers respond to calls involving people with mental health concerns.
It's about talking to someone, it's about treating them as a human being, not looking at people only as suspects or criminals.
That's what Monroe County Sheriff's Deputy Marshall Eubanks says law enforcement should always remember when they respond to a call involving someone experiencing a mental health crisis.
Not everyone who has some kind of crisis on any given occasion needs jail. Some of them need medical help, some of them need psychological counseling.
Deputy Eubanks was one of the 14 officers to undergo LifeCorps Health Group's first crisis intervention team training offered in Northeast Mississippi.
Having to wear a gun and having a holster and just the demeanor of a police officer can be intimidating.
The 40-day course revolved around de-escalation tactics like asking someone how they can help them and using non-threatening body language.
When we approach a person, the last thing we want to do is touch our tools, which are weapons, no question. But to approach someone with open palms, hands out.
As well as how to look for visual cues as to the kind of mental health concern a person may be dealing with.
What is schizophrenia? What is bipolar disorder? What can that look like?
While responding to these calls out in the field, officers can work in tandem with LifeCorps' 24/7 crisis hotline.
Someone on the end of the phone to say, what's this person going through? What's their condition right now? Yes, bring them on in.
Just 1 week after the course, Deputy Eubanks' training was put to the test in a life or death situation.
We had a call where a man was threatening suicide, and he'd been a repeat caller for many occasions this year.
By coordinating with 911 dispatchers and LifeCorps, the deputy says they determined the man didn't have the medication he needed.
That person was able to talk to some counselors to get some treatment.
Deputy Eubanks says this CIT training can help officers serve their communities in a deeper, more lasting way.
Not every call that we go on is life-threatening, but every call can be life-altering.
In Aberdeen, Stephen Pimpo, WCBI News.
Deputy Eubanks says his department wants to have at least one CIT trained deputy available for each shift.